most of the time I can just remote in. I saw the weather this morning, and my mom's like, mm-mm,
Dude,
message
my son,
me.
we kept sliding off into the shoulder, right? And then it would take me a minute to kind of like recorrect and get it thing. Why are you trying to keep your wheels straight? Because if you stay on the road, we shouldn't be in the shoulder.
I
I still don't
mean,
really care.
it's the Midwest game of am I in the right lane? I don't know.
Well, no, our back road is really hilly. And so, I
Oh,
mean, yeah, I
yeah.
can keep it straight, but then it just kind of goes that way. And I was just like, of the hill and kind of zigzag and get back onto the thing. And then down the next hill.
Well, last week I got snowed in because so where I live, it's a little hilly because I'm in the sand dunes, and so the roads to my apartment kind of go down into like a little valley that's like surrounded by dunes. So when it fills up with snow, like I can't get out even with winter tires. It's just I'm like, nope, I gotta wait for the plows to come rescue me.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Cannot have an emergency in this time.
No, it was.
I'm glad that I live 2 seconds away from work. But going into
Yeah,
my
that makes it nice.
But like my road wasn't plowed when I got out because I get out of work at 6 a.m. It takes me 2 seconds to get
Oh.
home. And my road wasn't plowed. And so I'm like, wee! And then I get to my driveway, I'm like, fishtail into the driveway. And then my car's like, we're not stopping. So I slammed into the snowbank at the end of my driveway. And I'm like, hopefully they can get out in the morning. I'm going inside.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair, I know that
I had to
I know
move.
it's like it was bad waiting for the plows, but I
It was
know
so
that they were
bad.
probably slammed.
I had to move my car in the middle of the night. And mind you, I work by myself, right? This was my first night by myself last night. And the plow guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, are you able to move your car next to the building like where the other employees park just so I can plow the spot that you're parked in? I'll make sure nobody goes inside the building." While you're moving your car. And I was like, okay,
Okay, not right now.
there's like a foot of fucking snow on my car at this point, and it is like 3 in the morning, I think. And I'm like, I have like just a regular old like hoodie jacket on. I didn't grab my winter coat. Fuck that shit. And I just like got in my car, swished my windshield wipers a couple of times, had my door propped open, and like maneuvered my ass over to the other spot because I didn't want to scrape off my car. I didn't want to take the time to scrape off my car. It's like I got crap to do. Like,
You gotta scrape that car off.
I didn't do that until I
I
had to go
can't.
home.
See, I installed a remote starter in my car, and it's been the best thing this winter.
I can't use my remote start because my key fob doesn't let me click any of the buttons on
That does
it.
make it
Like at all. I
problematic.
can't unlock the car. I
Yeah,
can't
'cause
lock the car. I can't do anything. None of the
and
buttons will
key fobs
press.
can be pretty expensive. I
Yeah.
guess it kind of
Yeah.
depends on the manufacturer and what kind of key fob it is, but I
I
know
gave
that
up on
sometimes they need a
caring.
replacement.
So
Last time I tried to have last time I tried to warm up my car, it got stolen.
yeah, but
Now we chill in the
a
car.
remote start though,
Wait.
you have to lock the car to start it. So your car's started, but it's locked, and you have 10 minutes to
Yeah.
go like get to your car before it turns itself off, usually. So like
Yeah.
that's why people who are heating up their cars don't get their car stolen because they don't have to have their car unlocked to heat up their car. Because the keys are not
Yeah.
in
That
it.
well, yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I know with usually like since
She
mine's
doesn't
a
remote
third
start. She put her
party.
fucking key in the car and had it started, so she couldn't lock the car. And so somebody came around and just noticed her car was unlocked and started and drove away with it.
Mhm. That's
She didn't have a remote start, or at least she didn't use it.
no.
Your car was
No.
new enough.
I
It
have the
should have
remote.
had one. Your car was like,
Got the basic. version of it. I didn't get no fancy remote start.
Mine was
But
a
I had a
used
neighbor
car.
who,
So mine was a 2015 very used car.
Yeah.
And it had a remote
See, I had
start.
See, I had a neighbor who was watching the car, and like he always sat out there on his patio and like watched the kids line up for the bus and everything, made sure they weren't like fighting or nothing in the lines because the teenagers tend to do that.
Yeah.
And so he'll like holler at them to cut it out or whatever. And he was watching his grandkid one night, and so I went out there, started my car, waved good to him, went back into my apartment, and then I heard him walk back inside, like when I got into my apartment, because he was directly above. It's like, I don't think this is good. And all of a sudden, I hear him go scrambling back to the thing and goes, "I'm sorry." Yeah, my car was gone. They saw that old man walk back inside for 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
He's like, "My grandkid got into something for 2 seconds." I'm like, oh, yeah. That's not his fault, though. It was, all the cars to pick. You picked the one with car seats in it. He just chucked the car seats, took off joyriding. I was like,
That's because it was an unlocked
Mhm.
car that already was started with the keys in the ignition. It doesn't matter what was in the car. People are assholes.
Yep. And I'm like, yeah.
I feel like back then, and maybe in my little small town, like you could probably start your car, just
Back
leave
in
the
the
car
day, we
running, it'd
could
be
have.
fine.
Back in the day, we could
But
have. But it's
Yeah.
no
at least in my
longer those
hometown.
days.
But
Like,
Mm,
yeah,
in Cedar
but
Springs,
I
we
mean, I
could
still
have. It
technically
was
live in my
fine.
hometown. I still lock my car, mostly because
yeah.
I think the most crime that really happens in my little town is like teenagers trying to find an unlocked car to loot.
I don't
Mhm.
live
But
in my hometown,
that's
but apparently it's gotten worse. People will just door check you now. They'll just like pull on the handles of your cars now in in my hometown. I don't live there
Mhm.
anymore. I don't lock my car.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait a minute.
but I also don't care about my car. So like
Yeah.
just like
I got my taxes done today.
woo. My taxes are both
my win.
accepted now, so and my estimated time to get my Fed return is the 12th of next month, and I'm super excited.
Only downside, I gotta pay my Grand Rapids city tax for a non-resident.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I
so
gotta
glad I no
pay.
longer have to deal with any of that. I just don't care. Like,
Hopefully this isn't recorded. This
as
is just chat.
this is all recorded. I edit everything out, so it's not like a big deal.
Well, I'm not in my fancy attire, so
Yeah. Well,
I
I
didn't think
have
about it. Just
yeah, I
just
have
put an emote over my face the whole time.
I can try. Like,
I
depends on which
just don't.
software I use because I'm not very good
I just
at
don't
it.
want to wear the wig today.
Oh my
No,
god.
I gotta. My tax return is looking good. It's just, of course, I gotta pay that city tax, and it's
Ooh, I gotta show you something real quick.
downside of working in the city. Mm.
I started working on Joe's scarf.
Yeah, but look at that.
Yeah, it's just gonna
I'm
be
doing some
constantly like this
Scottish
until I'm
colors.
out. Yeah. And then
Until you're done.
I had to pause on my blanket because I ran out of yarn. But
Oh.
this is my blanket so far. It's very big.
Ooh,
But I ran out
that's
of
so
yarn.
cute.
So I started on the scarf until I could get more yarn for the blanket. Like,
Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm still in pajamas. I finally slept a whole 7 hours straight. Feel pretty good about it. Passed out at 8. Woke up at 3. And I only woke up at 3 because my brother called me.
yeah.
That's pretty salty. I was like, you motherfucker. Like, how could you?
I'm back.
You
Oh,
made it.
I had a parent get me this really fancy. Okay. Block my name here. So this little thing, right?
Oh, cute.
And
I love that.
hold on. Oh, it gets better. Pew, pew. So it's one of the little magnetic clasp thingies.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And let's show. So this has. You're not gonna look at it.
It's
Why?
not
It's
gonna
not gonna
it's not gonna
focus. It's
focus.
not gonna focus. Your face is in the
Why?
frame.
No, it's still not. Because hold on. I'm gonna try to.
Maybe you'll get there.
There we go. Oh, baby.
I'm still kind of blind, so I mean my glasses don't work as well as they're supposed to.
What? It's got the liquid sparkles on the inside. I'm trying
Yeah.
to show you.
I have a bunch of those. In fact, I had
And
one
so,
right here because that's how I determined which kid was taking a shower first, is I roll a dice. And this one has this one has glitter and koi fish all up in it. You can't see it because my camera
oh,
sucks, but it has koi fish and glitters in it.
Well, that's fun.
I have a lot of
look at my fancy little D4. It's got like a weird rounded bottom thing, but
just like
the
this
numbers
one.
still pop up, just not flat.
Yeah, just
Flatten
like
though.
this one. This is my D4.
Yep.
Yeah.
So cute.
I love that.
And
So many glitteries.
so
This
a
is the
parent got
case.
me a one of the kids I just promoted to the older toddler class. She just went and got me the fancy dice set, and I was just
Like, oh, that's so cute.
so yeah,
That's
I was super
adorable.
stoked.
I love that.
And so yeah, and then the only thing is those dice are very, very pointy.
Yes.
I'm like, why are the dice?
Out of spite, don't step on them. They're worse than Legos.
Yes, I know.
There
Like,
were.
yeah, and then Holly immediately was like, she grabbed those and she was just like, immediately stacking them on the floor, and I was like, where? And I was like, those can't go on the floor. If you're gonna stack them, they have to go on the table. And she goes, oh, cool. She put them on the case and she goes, oh, I'm missing one. It's
That was gone. I don't know what you said, but okay.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Did I fuck up? Oh my god. No. Sorry. I'm so sad right now. I fucked it up.
I'm sorry.
I had to restart because I fucked it up.
This. But yeah, I'm going kind of stir crazy with all this snow, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was remoting from home all of last week. I did not leave my apartment at all. Like, I went out before the weather got bad just to, buy some groceries and cat food and all that. And then I was like, yeah. Anyway, I was then, I would say a mix of, I'm definitely a coward when it comes to really bad roads. But to be honest, they were really bad. And I was
really
also snowed
bad.
in. Like, I could not get my little car out of my own little apartment parking lot. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to, I'm like, I was telling people, like, winter tires are great, but it does you no good when you drive a Toyota Camry and the snow is like 4 feet deep. Like,
Right.
I ain't moving.
Then it doesn't
Like,
matter.
it doesn't matter.
It no
My little
longer
snow
means
tires can't
anything.
reach the pavement.
It's
Just
like,
snow.
it's like I'm just, wading through snow at this point. I'm not existing. I'm drowning.
Yeah, I parked today. So the plow truck went through. Some people were parked on the side of the apartments that we normally park in. And so a couple of spots just kind of had, like that little line of, and I just went to post into my parking spot, and the car just went boom. And I was just like, oh, I'm not, because I didn't even think about that. Just like cruising over that little bump. And I tried to reverse out, and no, I'm stuck in the parking spot.
No, I ain't moving.
And so I was just like, well, this sounds like a problem. So we'll see if I'm still stuck.
Oh my god.
It's likely yes. But I'll deal with that first thing in the morning.
My
I know it's
husband helped somebody this morning who was stuck like in some snow on the way to school, and he had like a bunch of like he had kids in the car. So after Joe dropped off the girls, he went and helped this guy because he was still stuck. Apparently this guy was super stupid though, and was just laying on the gas to get out. Like just fucking flooring it trying to get out of the snow pile. And then Joe's like, "No, we got to rock it back and forth. We got this." And then two old guys
Mhm.
apparently stopped with them. And they're like, "Okay, now straighten out the wheels. Now we got this." There's like three people trying to help this one dad out. And his dad's just not getting it. They're like, "Okay, straighten out the wheels." He pops his hood. They're like, "Straighten out the wheels." Like, not the. Apparently, he was like really confused and dumb. I mean, I'm pretty sure they eventually got him out. But like, I was just like, I wish I was there to see that. That
You
sounds
know,
hilarious.
I don't have the patience for adults. See, he would have popped his hood and be like, you know what? Sorry, it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Bye.
I am not helping you anymore. But like apparently the old guys that stopped to help Joe and this guy, they're like, "Pretty nice weather we're having here, huh, bud?" And like shook hands and shit. And we're like, "Yeah, let's get him out." And I was like, how the fuck does he live in Michigan? He sounds maybe he's new here, but like, damn,
Maybe he's
dude,
new
what
here.
the fuck? Maybe he's from like one of the southern states that barely gets snow ever.
well, it sounds like they're getting snow right now. So.
That's why I said barely ever. Not never.
Well, it's like, yeah.
But yeah,
Is there-
oh my gosh.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I cannot.
I can't either. It's so funny. But I had my very first overnight shift and I freaking loved it. A
Woo.
lot. Like a lot. So I'm excited. I have my next one tomorrow night.
Now, what do you do when there's nobody in the store?
I have a lot of stuff to do. Like I have a whole list of shit I'm supposed to do. So I
Yeah.
deep clean things. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
have to deep clean the coffee pot. I have to deep clean the popcorn machine. I have to deep clean the donut case. I have to put out the deli stuff. I have to count deli and order deli. I have to count the donuts, and then I have to do the waste, and I have to clean the bathrooms, the floors, and then help customers really. But all of that cleaning shit takes a long time. And then I have to have all the breakfast sandwiches, all the donuts put out, the popcorn started, and the coffee started before the morning person gets there.
Okay.
So,
all the morning people.
and then at 3 a.m. is our end of day. So I have to make sure that all the pumps are paused. I have to turn off all the I have to shut down all the registers. I have to print the end of day report. And then I have to restart everything.
What you're telling me is if I ever want to make a late night run store, I gotta wait till 3 a.m. just to make sure I jack something up.
I mean, we have leeway. It doesn't have to be at 3. So it just has to be as close
Take
to
my
3 as
time.
we can. We'll just tell
I'll
you have
loiter
to
and
wait.
have a friend come.
No, we'll just tell you have to wait. If you're not actively pumping gas or actively at the register, we'll just be like, sorry, we can't do anything for like 2 minutes because it takes 2 minutes. Like,
File a complaint.
that's okay. They'll just
They
tell you
refused
that
me service
they'll be like
for 2 minutes.
they won't do anything about it.
They told me they were not going to service for 2 minutes.
Yep.
Just refused service
Yep.
for no reason.
We have cameras with audio everywhere.
Yes.
They'll check that. Be like, yeah, no, they're good.
2 whole minutes, I'll never get back.
That's okay. Don't go to a gas station at 3 a.m. I don't know what other gas stations do. I just know what our gas station does.
3 a.m., that's the time.
I'm pretty sure we're the only one in town that's open 24 hours.
So that's the one you mess up.
I have leeway. Like, If we're busy, I just pick whichever time's best. I have to do it within 15 minutes of 3 a.m. Even if that.
Gosh.
Am I hanging out?
But yeah,
Look at
dude, I am.
Hmm?
No, I
Yeah.
still
Yep,
from
that's what I thought.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I get people have jobs, and so I mean, closing like the childcare centers and stuff like that. You don't want to do that. Oh boy, today was one of those days where I'm like, why am I here? We have written here.
It
So
really
Glad it
doesn't
worked.
make sense sometimes because it's like if it's bad enough weather, there are a lot of parents that just are like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere today. Like,
yeah, we have this like none of our workers were able to come in today. There's barely any children here. Somehow make it are traumatized.
well, it's like also
What?
like I don't know, you close down over Christmas break when all jobs are still active and shit, but you don't close down during heavy snow days, like when school has a snow day, you're still open. Like if school has a snow day, then you should have a snow day because you shut down for fucking winter break anyways. So like you clearly don't care.
See that?
Like,
See that
I
one? I get too
hate when
because
daycares close down over Christmas break. I hate it. It makes me
why?
so angry because I needed daycare over Christmas break. I was one of the parents who relied on it over Christmas break and they were closed. On
Yeah,
Christmas and Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, totally fine. Understandable. Holidays. And you're already not open on the weekends, so like whatever. That doesn't matter either. But to close down when school is closed because there are still plenty of parents that have to go to work still, even though it's a
yeah,
holiday break, is fucked, man. It makes me so mad. I don't need it anymore, so it doesn't make me as mad as it did when I needed it. But like, I feel for those parents because, like, now what do you
yeah,
do? Like, so
yeah.
yeah, it's just,
Take your kid to work week.
except for
Do you
most
want to
jobs
come
don't
to
Yeah,
let you
work
do
with?
that.
yeah. Why did they ever get rid of that? I mean, actually, never mind. I get it.
Never
I
mind.
get
I
it.
get it.
I understand.
Actually, 2 seconds. Uh,
Certain jobs I could see bringing your kid to work and like it's fine. But like other jobs, I'm like, this isn't fine. Why would you bring your child here?
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Probably shouldn't lick my hand. It's
I
covered
used to
in
visit. I
paint.
used to go to my mom's work all the time and like hang out
Yeah,
in the
I did
back, and I knew
too.
everybody, and it was great. But like,
Yeah.
and I went to my dad's work actually too, and he used to take me on deliveries to see all the rich people houses. It was great.
Like I remember that, but I was just like, oh, actually,
Like,
maybe not the best
depends on the job, you know.
job.
What?
Said, yeah, it does depend on the job. I mean,
Yeah,
mine was bakeries and supermarkets,
yeah, you know.
and so yeah,
My dad worked
and
at a
then
local pizza shop run by some guy, and then my mom worked at a courthouse, district courthouse.
yeah, my mom worked at a bakery, and she would bring me and my sister there pretty often. Which I mean, just two small children running around in a bakery.
Yeah, see, I was at least old enough to like understand what was going on and how to behave in
I
public.
mean, we were your girls' age, maybe a little bit
I
younger.
wouldn't bring them to my work at all ever. Like no. They're too young. I had such a tough time bringing them to my pizza job uh because they refused to sit still at the table, and if other customers came in, they would bother them and I couldn't be out there like telling them not to all the time. So
Yeah,
because I had to bring them to work with
it,
me a couple of times. Even it was just briefly because I was like called in to help with something pretty quick, but like it was still
right.
was a problem. The customers never
Yeah.
seemed to care. Like, they were just like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
they're
think a lot
fine.
of
They're so
customers are.
cute and stuff. And like, that's fine. I think they're adorable and blah, blah, blah. But like, at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but they should know how to behave. Like,
Yeah.
like,
It's not a lot more nowadays. It's like back when I was younger, I didn't know. Maybe it was just my friend circle, but like even my ADD friends, like if our parents told us, "Hey, you sit here and you don't move," they could be gone for hours. We would not move. We would not dare move from that table. We'd be there. Like when we were a small child, stay at
mm-hmm.
that table. You'll color the same coloring sheet 40 times. There will be no crayon left by the time mom or dad get back. Don't move. Like nowadays, it's like I tell my kids, all right, hey, yeah, sit right here. I'll be right back. In the same room as them. I can see them across the room. Minutes go by. What's that? Gone.
Yeah, I was like, you
Nice.
motherfuckers.
What?
Growing up, I was
Yeah.
pretty fortunate. My mom was able to work from home. She was a
Hmm.
medical transcriptionist, so her desk was at home, and she pretty much before, you know, automatic transcription was a thing. Like she would have to listen to recordings of doctors and manually type out exactly what they were saying. And of course, that relied a little bit on some medical background to type out some words and a lot of word processing. But my mom worked from home, so even though she was pretty glued to her computer, from 8 to 5, my siblings and I could, safely be at home.
My mom
And
did.
Hmm.
so I never had to really worry about, my dad worked IT in a public school district, and he still does, but so he was gone most of the days, but
My mom did
kind of made it
something
nice to come
similar.
home. But
She didn't work from home ever, but she would have to sometimes, like way back, occasionally sit in on court hearings and transcribe. She was one of those people.
yep,
Like
yep,
transcribe
Hmm.
what everybody was saying in the courtroom. She didn't It wasn't her job. She just filled in with the person who it was once in a while. Um
yeah.
Hmm.
but yeah, so my mom did something similar. Man, that shit sounds really hard though, and I do not envy those people.
I can't. I
Me neither.
cannot.
No,
Like
doing
I
it
couldn't do
live
your
would be
mom's job. I
difficult.
couldn't do my mom's job. I'm just like, yeah, I must be stupid or something because I can't fucking do that.
Well, and my mom, she had to do like she got the job, I think, through like a friend, but she had to have some like medical training to, especially for understanding, you know, basically she had to catch errors, like if the doctor misspoke about some medical procedure or some, whatever he was examining, my mom had to be able to like catch those mistakes and correct those. So it wasn't just, blindly copy paste whatever
Yeah.
the doctor said. She had to make sure it was all
See, it's
correct.
even
And
fancier than the
luckily it wasn't
courthouse.
live. It wasn't live,
Yeah.
but it was
Yeah.
the doctors record on literally these little like cassettes, like these tiny little, and my
Mm-hmm.
mom had like this foot pedal like under her desk so that she could stop and pause and listen, and then she would just sit there and type out. Then of course when automatic transcription was coming into place, a lot of transcriptionists lost their job, but my mom kind of built or created the position she's in now so that she pretty much made herself valuable so that they didn't fire her and they were like, oh, actually, we'll give you this other position. And I joke, I'm like, well, now she's like kind of in an administrative position in the radiology department. So
See, that's
it's,
awesome though.
I always feel bad because my dad and I, because we both work in IT, we'll just ramble all and on about IT stuff. And my mom's just like, what? But then she'll go on about all the medical and hospital stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying, Ma. I'm sorry for your struggles, I guess.
I don't understand any of it.
It's been great because even though like my mom wasn't really like a nurse, let's say I went to the hospital or the doctor, my mom was able to easily like translate when the doctor was like, "Hey, this is what happened. This is what we did." Like when I was a kid, I got my appendix removed. I had appendicitis, and like the doctor's explaining like the procedure and everything. I had no idea. Like I was a 16-year-old kid. I don't know
You're
what
like,
the heck he was saying.
cool.
You
Yeah.
know. So my mom was like translating exactly. She's like, "This is what they did. This is how they opened you up." And like they're showing me the pictures of my insides. Like they had a camera in me, so they're like showing me like how the rest of my organs were looking, and I'm like, "That's just pink mush." My mom's like, "No, no, that's your large intestine. That's your small intestine." Like, I'm like, "This is pink mush. That does not look like my biology textbook. This is a lie."
Yeah.
I would also call it pink mush now. Like, just like, yep,
Yeah.
Pink mush.
Like,
that's a thing.
You guys want to
yeah,
say
like
hi,
I,
Link? Say hi, Link.
Such a fluffy kitty.
it's like I've
He has-
had a few ultrasounds done
Is the brother
after
bugging you?
being pregnant, just
Spider, go bug.
because of my medical history. And I'm all like, okay, I don't want a baby. I don't want anything. It's just all staticky blackness. Like, no, you the shape of this and then this. I'm like,
Nope. I
not
don't
really, but
understand
okay.
It's like, I trust your judgment, doctor, because this is supposed to be your job.
It's just a lot of, it's like staring at TV static almost. You're telling me those are organs?
It's like, I don't
Okay.
see it, bruh.
I always think it's funny, like when they took, like I guess, the scan when I had a black eye and a concussion. They took a scan of my face. Seeing my skull was kind of cool.
That sounds really cool.
I was like, oh, a
Like, I'd be
skeleton
able to
in
see that
meat
would be-
armor.
Sounds really cool.
Yes. But yeah, trying to look at an ultrasound when you're not pregnant, I'm like, what is this? I don't see.
Yeah, having to kind of yeah.
Everything else is just like, what? You say that, huh?
Like,
Oh, you're saying you can see 4 different things there.
I just see blackness and
It's just
static.
a blob.
Like, I see
Okay.
nothing. There's no baby, so there's nothing to look at.
Right.
No baby.
God, even seeing the baby the first time is so weird. Like,
Like,
it's so small. You're like, wait, what? And like how early on they could tell if it's a boy or a girl, and then they pointed out how they could tell it was a boy or a girl, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh my gosh. It was great. I freaking loved going to the ultrasounds for the baby.
Yeah.
I love
then it
seeing
just
little
kind of ruined me
kids.
because now I'm all like, all right, can't have any more babies. I get an ultrasound done. I'm like, I feel like you're lying, but okay.
Okay, though.
There's
You're
no way
maxed out
any
at
of this
you're maxed
actually
out
looks like
too.
anything.
I want
Do what?
another
I mean-
baby. I can't have
Uh,
more babies.
Yeah,
No.
your past self already told me no. No more
know.
babies.
I know.
You looked me dead in the eye. You're like, if my future self starts daydreaming, you gotta slap me. And I was like, okay. And so I bring it up every time. You're like, maybe another baby. I'm like, nope. Your past self said no more babies.
It's okay. I physically
No
can't
more.
have more babies. Well, I personally can, but like I can't have a baby. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
it does.
Okay.
Missing pieces.
It's like
I think you got a
my
full
husband
house
no more.
already.
I do. We have 3 babies. We have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you're good.
Artemii. I finished my first
Hmm?
scarf. I made this, and it's
Oh,
so warm, actually.
what?
And
Nice.
yeah, and I started a blanket, but I need more yarn.
Woo.
And
Oh.
then I'm working on a scarf for my hubby.
Aw.
So I'm excited.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna make all the kids a scarf. My mom wants a scarf and a blanket. And then I was gonna make you, Mose, and Larka either a scarf or blanket if you wanted one.
Ooh, I wouldn't turn down a for a blankie.
Yay. I was gonna have you guys pick
I
out
would.
your like 2 or 3 colors, and then I would go from there.
Black and light blue.
Heard.
See. Yeah.
You will have to send these to me because by the time I get to it, I
know,
may have
I'm just being
forgotten.
silly.
But yes,
I'm like, well, you can kind of see my attire a little bit
I
with
can
my
see it,
chair
yeah.
and my headset.
My soft
Specific-
purples
yeah.
and periwinkle
It's fair.
and black.
Soft purples and black. Yeah.
Yes.
Or you could do like malachite colors for me. I'd be okay with that too.
Hell yeah.
I have an unhealthy obsession with
You think? This was you see how many color changes this has?
Yes, I see that.
This was one ball of yarn.
That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, it's I could buy
Oh, one of those
yarn.
multicolored thingies?
Yeah, I can buy a yarn that's what was it, transition colors? It's just like
Ooh.
just
That's pretty cool.
fades and like to different
That's
colors.
perfect for
Yeah.
a scarf. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
perfect for a
Yeah.
scarf.
I love it. This was my very first creation, so there's so many errors and stuff, but I love it. It was my favorite ball of yarn that I own, and I'm so happy with it. I wear it to work.
Aw.
Yeah.
It looks really cool though.
I'm learning how to make a bunch of other stuff, but right now it's just scarves and blankets. So,
Woo.
and I'm happy with that. It's very satisfying. It's just
Yeah.
nice to just do. So,
I've been making D&D tokens
I saw that. They are so
and
cute.
that.
They are so cute.
Like, yeah.
She hand draws them from a top view,
Yeah.
That's
I'll
cute.
share them in the Discord.
as you
My own little
should,
Do
because it is really cute. You were showing me, and they're so cute. What the-
Speaking of D&D, I got a commission going right now of my character Alistair's getting made.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been showing a little bit to Uni of the work in progress. He's an artist I go to frequently to get kind of a professional drawing of my D&D characters. And he's a cool art, and I always kind of go to him. He's usually pretty fast, but right now he's in the middle of moving, so he's like warning him. Like it's all good. Even the drafts are
Yeah.
great to see.
It is
So
so
Yeah.
cool.
I'll show you. I probably have one draft. Let me see. I gotta pull on my phone. I will put it in the Discord chat.
Yes.
I will do mine afterwards because my phone gets angry by
Yeah, when you try to
Everything.
do
multitask,
anything. Yes.
would it go into
Like has an aneurysm.
related pick? I guess our conversation.
Dude.
Yeah.
So there's a certain way because I can do Hero Forge stuff on my laptop. I joke about only using it for Google Docs, but if I pull anything up like Hero Forge, or sometimes I pull up like my work server to do like on trainings and stuff,
Mhm.
there's a certain way you got to do it, right? I have to open up an extra. So I have to open up an extra tab, and then then I have to open up one more tab and open up that one. I have to have a blank tab, like click open a blank tab, and then weird thing
Why do you
with
have
my
to jump through
computer.
so many
Or your
hoops?
computer? I'm like, what the heck? Oh,
Why do you have to
goodness.
jump through so
So-
many hoops? Your computer is
I
trash.
don't know, but
and
it'll
it needs
work.
to get like shot.
It will
Look,
work for me.
Yeah.
Corey decided not to do this little ritual I do with my computer. Just go straight from Google Doc to open a Hero Forge thing to get like a reference picture so I could do the top down thing. And my computer immediately had some security thing flash and said safety locking and then powered off.
Your
Oh,
computer is
Like,
hosed.
what?
it
was like, what kind
needs
of
to burn.
safety lock? It's like this isn't my user.
Well,
This
it
isn't how we
depends.
open tabs. Close
Well, if the
everything
computer is
down.
trying to protect itself, if it's like overheating, it's going to shut itself down if it's having any hardware failures. Or you got hit with like a virus and now your computer's fried. But
Well, no, it works fine, but you have to do
It
that
doesn't
extra
work
tab
fine.
thing.
It doesn't work fine.
Yeah.
Your computer
That's
does
not
not work
normal.
fine.
That's not normal. That's not
But
fine.
it
Your
just knew. It's
computer
just like this isn't.
You sound like Todd.
work.
Todd Howard. It just works.
Okay.
It does
Hey,
not.
It does not work. It is a buggy
me.
mess.
And it realized it's like, wait, no, this isn't my user. She didn't open the extra tab to leave blank before opening a second tab. Power off.
You don't
Immediately just
need to be
power off.
doing that. You
I
need
do.
a new computer.
Where's
Your
I do
computer's
it?
crap.
Look, I have a laptop. I just have been very busy with cosplay I have a competition submission due
I said
Saturday.
it works.
But I have a laptop that works, and that is Windows 11.
So it'll actually not, unless you somehow mess it up because you touch technology and it just bursts into flames for no reason. Like,
except my purple computer.
no, your purple computer is
No,
still
that's
messed
junk.
up. It's literally burst into flames. You
If
just
you-
can't see it.
Like, no, you figured out
Just be cast
a little workaround. That doesn't mean it's a work. Just because you found some kind of temporary bandage workaround does not make it a
It's been
reliable
working
piece
for
of
6
technology.
years that way. It started doing that like 2 years in.
It needs to be cast into the fiery pits of the abyss. All right? Like,
Or honestly, first step would be just completely reload the operating system and just wipe everything and clean slate and see if it works any better.
I think it's too far
'Cause
gone.
it could be really
She
corrupt.
should have done that when it started doing this 2 years in. At what? That would have been 4 years ago. Like,
6 years ago.
As your computer
you
is
said
like
you had it for
having
6
strokes
years, and you
right
said it
now
happened
and
2
is on
years in,
life
4 years
support.
ago.
Well, I've had it for 8. I got it
Oh.
when it was so Isaac. Yeah, I
8
got
is
it just
really old
before
for a
Isaac was
laptop.
born. Yeah, I got it just before Isaac was born. He's 7. 8 years.
Yeah, that's very old for a laptop. That's quite
So,
old.
yes,
Like,
it's picky.
the one thing I'd
I
be
had to
concerned
part
about
with
because
my favorite laptop too, and then the FBI took it. Now I don't even have the
Oh,
shell.
that's a whole
Like,
that's a whole story.
that's a whole thing. But like, listen, it was just a shell because
I won't
Mose
want my
told me
purple.
I couldn't have it anymore because it was too old and it was time to go. So she gave me the empty shell back so that I could keep it for nostalgia purposes, and then it was taken
she
from
wouldn't
me.
she wouldn't throw it away.
Oh, and when I got the list of everything that I could get back from the FBI, they give you like a list of all the stuff they confiscated, and you could get it back. Like, if you go through a process, you can get all of it back if they don't, like, once they don't need it anymore. Do you want to know how
Right.
much it was worth? Because it tells you how much everything was worth that they took.
Oh,
It was worth.
what was it worth?
It was worth $0. It just had a 0. Like, I was just like, I told you. No one wanted to listen to me. Like, when they took it, I was like, there's not, like, we can't turn this on, so we have to take it. I was like, yeah, because it's just a shell. There's no battery. It doesn't have a battery, and it doesn't have a motherboard.
Probably didn't have a hard drive.
And it doesn't have a hard drive.
Either.
You took the hard drive and put it in the new computer. And it was like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have
made
a
file
battery,
transfer
because the
easy.
whole reason that I had to get rid of
Yeah.
it, one of the main reasons I had to get rid of it is because the battery just would not, like, turn on. Like, it just would refuse to hold energy. Even if it was plugged in, it wouldn't.
Even now,
It wouldn't. Like,
yeah, even now I can watch videos and stuff on my computer. Like, I can watch it without it being plugged in and stuff. Battery life doesn't last super. Like, if I'm watching videos
my battery's
and
melted.
it's stuff just chilling on it, it'll last probably like 3.5 hours if it's not plugged in. But like, otherwise it'll last a few days of being plugged in and me just randomly tinkering on it.
Jesus.
So like, I was like, it's a durable little thing, and like, as long as I do my little picky, like, okay, I'll extra tab just to, I don't know, security blanket, I guess. Well, now I'll open my next one.
Well, when I get the chance, when I miraculously have time, I have this laptop
Or can
that I will
actually
just
make it out
prep
there
for
again
you.
for work, because
Yeah,
so far
when,
it's
you
been
know,
super bad weather.
it's not turning into
Well,
the day
yeah,
after tomorrow. Like,
The big thing I would want to make sure, since obviously your laptop is having strokes and is probably on life support, if your computer,
Right.
let's say tomorrow, it just straight up bursts into flames, is there
Mhm.
sensitive data on it? Like, is it backed up?
No, it's
Is
all
it like if you lost
it's all
this laptop, how screwed are you basically?
it's sentimental stuff. It's like nothing on there. Everything is backed up to Google. I just have like a
Okay.
couple of like files that, like, old pictures of the kiddos that
You can back that up to Google
Ver-
Drive.
try to, and it just won't sync with
Well,
it.
yeah, your computer's having a stroke anyway, so that might be.
Yeah. And so, because
It-
those were ones that I uploaded from my, not my iPhone. I had an old camera, and I uploaded the SD card onto my computer. And
Mhm.
those pictures that I uploaded from the SD won't transfer computer.
Okay, so if I get you this replacement laptop, like I tell Uni in the past, a lot of these laptops I get a hold of are ones that people have recycled. They're like, it doesn't work,
Yeah.
and so I end up fixing them up and giving it to you. I
Okay.
can help with data recovery as well if you want me to pull anything from your old laptop. But if I give you
No,
this
I'll
new
probably
one,
just save. Yeah, I'll probably just save the old laptop, and like if I can figure out how to eventually transfer
move
pictures.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd just be
It's
the main concern because I
yeah.
always tell people like, look, how important, like if your laptop died tomorrow and they're like, oh, I have all this important stuff like that, I would,
Yeah.
my whole life is on that. And I'm like, okay, back it up. Like we gotta
Yeah.
safe it.
No,
Like
Mine's all backed up to
I
OneDrive.
like the interface on my
yep,
computer.
Google Drive,
I prefer
OneDrive.
doing things. Yeah. I prefer to do things on a laptop. My eyesight is the greatest. So I just prefer a bigger screen and a keyboard. But yeah, it's all backed up onto Google, aside from like I think there might be 50 pictures.
Well, it
Like,
gives me an idea too when I set up this new laptop. I'll make sure to install Google Drive on it, so then you just have to sign into it, and it should just
oh, sweet.
yeah. Um, it's gonna be, of course, Windows 11. I think I have a terabyte hard drive for it, so it would have lots of
I
space
think
for activities.
yeah, I think my current one is 32. It was either 16 or 32, and it has
That
not. I
that's
have
that's
not.
RAM. That's RAM. That's not your
Oh,
storage. Yeah.
no, I was supposed to say I have not exceeded it.
Based off its age, I'm just gonna throw it out. Maybe a 256 gig drive, maybe 500
Maybe
at highest
I
if it
don't.
was a
Very
pretty
big.
expensive laptop when it was purchased. But 256 is usually probably around that
I bought that
generation.
laptop. You're gonna laugh. I bought that laptop for like $450.
That was my first laptop too. It was like barely, not even
8 years
500. Yeah.
I mean, I
less
think
than
my first purchase
it was.
laptop was about 600. So,
Yeah,
and
and so I
of
don't
course, I
think the
modified the
memory
hell
was.
out of it. But
Yeah, memory
that's
was not
that's
all
what
that
it
big.
is.
It was purple. That was my primary concern.
You could just
That's
buy a case for your laptop to make it
Oh,
purple.
this was naturally purple.
Right. But you could buy a case, and then it also just protects the computer, so if it falls, you have a case on it, like your phone. It's like the same
You know,
concept.
I only dropped one computer, and no case was gonna save it from that drop.
I mean, fair, but like I'm just saying you can make it purple. Like it doesn't have to be purple. You can make it purple.
How I got my purple laptop. Okay. My
She
husband
didn't
was
care
letting me
about any
use
of the specs. She was just like, purple
he
purchase.
he was letting me use his old gaming computer that was no longer running his games. It would just get way too hot like as soon as any processing thing came up. I was like, yeah, I can use this for
Was it
software.
an HP laptop?
No, it was a Lenovo like
ThinkPad?
crazy. No. So it was like a specifically like a gaming laptop that he had like custom made for him. And even
Oh,
though it
cool.
was a laptop, it was like this thick. Like
Yeah,
that
no,
thing was
you can have.
heavy.
It's just
And
over time, of
it
course, their
had
battery life. Those things are heavy and big screen.
yeah. And so
I need a
I was
Legion.
I was going somewhere with it, and I was just like, I'm gonna do some schoolwork while I'm there. And so I was just like, all right, so loading in my baby into the car, laptop on the roof of the car. I'm getting the car seat clicked in and stuff like that. Throw the diaper bag in, get in my car, start driving down the highway
And then
at like
crash.
55 miles an hour. And then I heard the top of the car because it's like that non-slip backing on the base of the laptop. So I hear boom, 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 and I was like, what's going on the roof of my car? Then I see out the back windshield. It just
Oh.
sailing.
We're like, oh, well, that's
And I was like,
gone.
oh. And I stop, I grab the laptop, and it's in like, it
Million
only broke in
pieces.
half, like just in 2 pieces, but it was done.
Because it was built like a brick.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, nobody was behind.
Yeah, that could have been a huge problem, bro.
Like, yeah, no laptop case was gonna protect that.
No.
I hate to be a buzzkill. I'm gonna wrap up because I gotta get ready for bed here, and also a
Mm.
little peckish. So,
That's
so I'm gonna wrap up
okay.
here.
That's fine.
No, that
I'll
makes
check
sense.
with you guys later, though. You have a good night.
Yeah.
Too.
Bye.
Bye.